PWP Nation, where wrestling discussion lives.
Well, hello there. Dukes, Keith, and Griff here from the Anything But Credible podcast, a.k.a. the ABC Pod. Fellas?
Holla.
Oh, hello. We're here to let you know that you could be possibly missing out on the best podcast ever created, aside from the Offended podcast, of course, and you don't want to be missing that. Now, what makes us the best? Griff? Yeah, great. Keith? Exactly. Look, I'll keep it really simple for you. Crazy people, crazy news, crazy theories, crazy uncredible. That's right. We made that word up. Griff, Keith, say something crazy for him.
Russia wants you to believe in Finland. Real.
Nice. Look, you can find us just about anywhere that you get your podcasts, especially Apple Podcasts. Also, don't forget to hit us up on Facebook at ABC Pod. That's ABC POD. Twitter at _ABC Pod. And Instagram at ABC Podcast. Check in with us for a new episode every Monday and join the conspiracy to commit stupid. We will see you then, and shout out to the Offended Podcast.
Adios. Later, guys. Like you more than a friend.
What's up, everybody? Kyle Fauché here to tell you about my brand new podcast, the Going Off Topic podcast, brought to you by the Anything But Credible Network. On Going Off Topic, I look at all forms of media, from different real and theoretical angles that you don't usually hear about. From movies, to TV, to music, to sports, to gaming, to anything really. You never know what the topic will be, but you're guaranteed a new angle and a different conversation about it, that's for sure. You can find Going Off Topic anywhere and everywhere that you get your podcasts. Check out our social media feeds on Facebook, Going Off Topic with Kyle Fauché, on Twitter, going_off_topic, and don't forget about anythingbutcredible.com, where you can find everything for the pod, including the written blog post. That's right, we're carrying over the Going Off Topic blog to anythingbutcredible.com too. So check it all out there, and I'll catch you on the next topic.
Welcome to the weekly wrestling wrap-up by Offended, presented by PWP Nation. It's week 2 of WrestleMania month. I'm coughing over here trying to do a Vince McMahon impression. It's tricky with Stoutsy and the current Offended Predictions champion,
Katie, naked lady.
Fucking boo.
Ooh, we got some salty competitors over here.
7 is more than 4.
I still win.
No.
I still win.
That's all right.
You
at
lose.
At WrestleMania.
You win nothing. Good day.
At WrestleMania, since it's WrestleMania, there will be a tiebreaker. We're not ending WrestleMania on disqualification. Do you think we are WrestleMania 9 all over again? No. Yeah. Sorry, WrestleMania 8. It was WrestleMania 8 with Hogan. You just got that disqualification. Hey, we'll end a WrestleMania on disqualification, but Ultimate Warrior returned.
You're really quiet over here.
Me?
Yeah.
You're really quiet over here.
I don't know why you're really quiet right now.
I'm using a different mic. Katie, are you quiet?
Am I quiet?
No, you sound like Tricky from when we just recorded.
Well, I am using
the
the other mic right now.
Okay, now I hear you.
Oh, okay. Jesus Christ.
Sorry, bud.
Well, anyway, I was trying to do the, on the intro, and I fucked it up. I was trying to do, like, the Vince McMahon when he's like, "Welcome, everyone, to greatest WrestleMania."
Is that when you started coughing?
Yeah. Fucked that up. Then I fucked up her names.
It'll happen.
Yeah, so that was the weakest intro.
It's
all right.
Pretty stupid.
Shut up.
You're pretty stupid.
Yeah. God damn.
I feel so welcome on the show.
I know. This is actually, I was being so nicer to get her on the show. I'm like, come on, it'll be fun. No, we got you on just to fucking tear you a new butthole.
I haven't had a chance to be mean to her in like months.
I know. How you doing over there, Jim?
That was my driving force of getting her on the
right.
show. I'm like, you can talk to Jim. Come on.
Yeah. You haven't checked in on me in a while. Usually I get a text from Tricky like, Katie wants to know how you're doing. She's worried about you again.
I have asked him. He hasn't given me any updates.
Don't you
know.
like how the way Jim said that's totally the way I texted him, like, oh, fine, I'll ask him. He wants to know.
It'd be like, I don't know, where he's like, Katie wants to know how you're doing. She's worried.
I ask about you all the time.
I just picture you like on the couch, just like, oh my god, is he okay? Is he okay?
She forgot about you and then it hits her. Oh yeah, how's your friend Jim?
I usually see something on TV about pooping or something. I'm like, I should check in and see how Jim's doing. Or a dog thing. I see lots of dogs.
So by checking in on TV, she means she was taking a shit and like, oh yeah, how's
I
Jim?
was just about to say, oh yeah, Jim's probably doing this too right
I was
now.
pooping.
That's the best time to think about your friends.
You've had a lot of time to think about your friends.
I have a lot of time to think about them. Man, I wonder if they're just like enjoying life.
Well, anyway, welcome to the weekly wrestling wrap-up, gang. Probably be a shorter episode this week. I mean, Raw, I'm just going to flat out say I give Raw an F this week in rating.
Yup.
I mean, you texted me, Jim. I mean, we'll get into it more, but you texted me and was like, I am not excited about anything on this episode. And honestly, I was like, the way they hyped it up, I was a little excited for it. And to me, it all went downhill. Like, it all turned into an F for me when Kurt Angle announced Baron Corbin. It was like,
yeah.
And that's the Raw you get in the front of the Chicago crowd.
Yeah, even the crowd. I had a Wolf Ball buddy of mine from Chicago. He was there and kind of tweeted him. I was like, the crowd seemed like, pretty good though for the show. He's like, dude, honestly, after the Angle thing, it just went like, he's like, yeah, we were still kind of like loud, but it was just like deflating. I was like, yeah, dude, it was deflating here too.
It totally was. And that crowd was fucking hot, and that's the show you put on. Like, because after that tag match, I'm like, maybe Raw is going to be good tonight because that tag match was dope. But we'll get into that in a little bit because it's a WrestleMania season, brother. And got to do our matches of the week, WrestleMania style.
Yeah.
And I know we promoted that JCD was going to come on the show this week, but we're going to do that next week. Get a little closer to WrestleMania anyways, because they're still announcing matches. And it seems like, you guys in for this?
Maybe.
WrestleMania is rumored to have 17 matches on the card.
How many does it usually have?
Like 11.
Oh, shit.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Jesus.
The show is being rumored to be 8 hours long with a 2-hour pre-show.
I can't do that.
Yeah. It's going to be hard for wrestling fans in general.
Way too much.
Way too much. I totally agree.
That's a day of work.
Yeah, and it's like somebody was like, with all these matches, with 17 matches, you could split it up and have WrestleMania be a 2-day event, which would be kind of cool because that's what New Japan's doing that next year for Wrestle Kingdom. They're making it a 2-day event. And it gives all the wrestlers more time and everything, which I understand why they're doing this. It's giving everybody, they're not going to rush any of the matches. Like, the matches could be great. If the show is paced, this show has to be paced fucking 100% correct. Like, Triple H needs to be in charge of pacing the show and telling the wrestlers, like just the booking of the matches have to be 100% correct on the show. Otherwise, you're going to get to that main event, and that crowd's going to be silent.
I just don't have that long of an attention span. Mm-hmm. Like, even movies, if they're too long at the movie theater, if I can't, get up and take a break, I can't do it.
Yeah.
Every wrestling show we've ever been to, it's like by the time we get there, I'm done. Even though it's, an awesome match, I can't.
Yeah.
Even,
the whole time.
Watching 3 hours of Raw on Monday, sometimes I'm like, it's like 8:45, and I'm like, oh my god, I have an hour and 15 minutes left of fucking...
There's that beep. Katie, you finally heard that beep.
Like, there's another hour and whatever left of fucking Raw. I'm like, Jesus Christ.
Well, yeah, because Raw's not paced well, but then you have shows like, let's say NXT, for example, where it's flies by, and you're like, fuck, I don't want it to be over right now. So that's kind of the point I was making, if they do the show correctly, it could be okay. Like, at Fastlane, I was like, man, this show has flown by. And that was a 4-hour show.
Yeah.
So
well, the pacing was good, and like there was some good, like even the kickoff show was one of the best kickoff shows they had.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't know, 17 matches, dude. And I get it's like there's a lot more talent now, like good talent that's worthy of time, but it's like, fuck, like that's too much, man.
So as of right now, it's gonna start at 6, so that's fine. That's the normal start time. Thank fucking God. It could change.
Yeah.
6 plus 8 hours?
Well, if it starts at 6 o'clock p.m., the main show starts at 6. That's the normal start time for all the pay-per-views, is 6 o'clock. Now, it's always a 4-hour show. So that means 4 hours before that is when that kickoff show is going to start, if they do it like that. That means that kickoff show is going to have a shitload of matches. like
Jesus.
Yeah. Which I'm kind of hope it's not true. I hope they don't do that way. But we'll see.
I don't know.
Because it's like it gets to that point where it's like, would you even want to be would you even want to be the main event at that point? Like, if you're a wrestler and the show's that long, like, would you want to go on last?
Yeah, no shit.
And it's about quality versus quantity too. Like, I know people need time, but like, so you're just not going to get that spot every time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, another thing is, like, what are you going to have, a bunch of like 4 or 5 minute matches? Like,
yeah, exactly.
What kind of storytelling's that? It's fucking stupid.
Exactly. Didn't they?
I don't know,
they did that a couple of years ago, didn't they? Was it last year they did that?
What?
When they had like a couple really quick matches. Like, wasn't Orton's match last year like an RKO and it was over?
Yeah, it was pretty quick.
Who did he wrestle last year? Why am I drawing a blank? Because it was like, oh no, he was in that United States title match, wasn't he? I don't even fucking remember.
Yeah, I just feel like
there was a WrestleMania where Orton just like RKO'd somebody and it was just over.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised.
Man, now I'm looking it up. But anyway, we had JCD was going to come on, but I told him let's do it next week, because next week we have a lot. I noticed that it all kind of depends on the Blues schedule right now, too.
Yeah.
With the home games and everything. And next week I saw Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, the Blues are off, which is nice. So maybe we get that interview done on one of those days, or one of those nights. Just interview, get it over with. And
yeah, it's not like he has to worry about the Rangers or anything.
Right, but again, I was putting it off just to see what other matches were going to be announced. Like, because he wants to do his like match predictions. I'm like, well, they're still announcing matches. It's a little early, so.
Yeah,
and
true.
We're trying to schedule a WrestleMania 19 like recap show, which Toph has brought this up recently, and I didn't know this. WrestleMania 19 is the lowest buy rate in like the modern like pay-per-view WrestleMania history, when it's legit one of the best WrestleManias there is.
Yeah, that's wild.
And it really doesn't make sense. You look at that match card, like, why did this flop? Like, why did that WrestleMania flop so bad?
Yeah.
And that's what we were going to all talk about. Like, it makes no sense. Like, Rock and Austin for the last time ever was on there. Like, Triple H versus Booker T, Shawn Michaels returns, first WrestleMania back against Jericho. Yeah.
Like,
and it was a bad one?
The pay-per-view buys, like, flopped. But, like, that WrestleMania, it's one of my all-time favorite WrestleManias. Like, it's a lot of people's favorite WrestleManias. Like,
maybe something else was on at the same time.
That's what we looked it up. Nothing was on. It was weird. It's weird. Yeah, so anyway, let's get into our matches of the week. And for Katie, Naked Lady, since she's kind of the newer fan of the group,
the cooler fan of the group,
whatever. She's gonna do her top 3 moments.
I can't remember any matches.
That's fine.
Yeah, I thought that was fair.
Whatever.
Jim, you want to go first?
Yeah, I'll go first. I'll kick it off. My first match is Kurt Angle versus Shawn Michaels from WrestleMania 21.
It's a good match. Yeah, it's 21.
Is that correct? Yeah, it's just it was just a hell of a wrestling match.
It is. It's a fucking awesome
like I said,
match.
We said it last week, where it's like Kurt is one of the best WrestleMania performers, and I don't think he gets credit for that enough.
I 100% agree.
Why do you think he's the best, one of the better performers?
Yeah, because he's just good. Like he's great in the ring, and he just sells so good. And he had to have been a heel.
Yeah, he totally
going against Michaels, right? And he was just a good, pompous, like fucking. I want a gold medal heel, and you fucking hated him.
Yeah, he came out on one of the SmackDown episodes to Michaels' music, and he's like, "I'm just a sexy Kurt, yeah. I'll make your ankle hurt, because his finish was the ankle lock."
Okay.
I'm just a sexy Kurt. And at the Hall of Fame ceremony, we got inducted to the Hall of Fame. The whole crowd sang that to him, and it was hilarious.
It was awesome.
You suck.
No, they did that too.
Yeah. But Kurt started like singing like that part, and the crowd just caught on. And the crowd, I can't believe the crowd knew it like word for word. It was hilarious.
Oh yeah, I almost forgot it. Then they started singing it, and I started singing it, and I was like, I can't believe I remember this.
Yeah, and he brought out Sensational Sherry with him, or not?
Yeah.
Well, at that SmackDown episode, she passed away, but yeah, because that's who was in like the original Shawn Michaels like theme. Katie.
Yeah.
She like originally sings it, and it's horrible.
Oh, really?
And so they're like, we'll put deep voice Sean in it.
I'm just a sexy boy.
Yeah, just a fucking good match.
Really is.
I'll go.
Go ahead.
Yeah,
I'll
I'll
go.
go.
Moment.
So my
number 2 this week.
I'm not Corey, okay? I hear him yelling every time you guys do that to him.
Motherfucker!
He gets real upset. So my first pick, I guess, would be when the Hardy Boys came back to WWE, and they were super secret, and nobody knew, and they were so secret that when they came out, like all the wrestlers didn't even know.
Yeah,
which I thought was really cool. It just takes a lot of effort
to hide it.
Yeah,
put that much effort into it.
Yeah, and the other good part about that is the New Day dancing like the Hardy Boys.
Yeah,
when they came out was so fucking funny.
Especially Big E, man.
Yeah, Big E and Kofi got so into it.
Dude, it's fucking hilarious.
Yeah, that is, dude. I'll be honest. KDK Naked Lady. Even I was tricked. I did not. I was not expecting the Hardy Boys at all.
That got you. They pulled
it
one
got
over
me.
on you?
It was one of the moments. It got me. I was like, I'm not a smart mark. I was like, holy shit,
not a smart mark. I remember
this is awesome.
It was rumored for a while, but then they wrestled at that Ring of Honor show against the Young Bucks the night before in a ladder match.
Yeah,
and that was like in I want to say that was in Vegas. So everyone's like, I guess they're not going to be at WrestleMania if they just wrestled the Young Bucks at the Ring of Honor show.
They did that on purpose.
Yeah, it was awesome. Fucking
swerved.
Awesome. And because they were still advertised for like other wrestling shows at the time too, and WWE let them go finish off the shows.
Well, because it was good for WWE's story.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Normally they don't do that. You know this by
normally it's
now.
not good for WWE's story.
Oh man!
Look at this, Mark.
I know, right?
I'm the markiest when it comes to this.
I was at All In.
I called Jericho being there, and Todd's like, he won't be there. He's got a show to play in Kansas City. And then he was fucking there.
This is true, actually. And then when Jericho showed up, he's still like he's dressed as Pentagon, and he's laying in the ring.
He got you so bad.
he's laying in the ring, and like everybody around us like hasn't even like realized it yet that it's Jericho. And this Mark over here just goes, "That's Jericho. That's Jericho. That's fucking Jericho." I'm like, "No, it's not." And the person behind us goes, "Holy shit, that is Jericho. Look at his arm." Like no, I don't know like how like Katie spotted it. Like
there's just no way that he was on Being the Elite and not gonna fucking show up. There's no way.
She's got a point.
Shut up. Don't tell her she has a point.
He told Vince McMahon he would never wrestle on land unless it was for WWE. You know that's how he got you.
You know what's what I think is hilarious,
This
Jim?
is my favorite thing ever.
You know what I think is hilarious, and Jim, I think you can agree to this. Katie over here, like, can't remember jack shit, right? But for some reason, there's a couple wrestling things that she knows, like, every little detail perfectly. Like, and it's like, how? You don't even remember that you watched, like, the correct Home Alone. Like,
I know. I'm an idiot savant.
She's a mark, bro.
That is true. All right, well, my first match this week, since it's the 25th anniversary of it today, Razor Ramon, the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels, WrestleMania 10 ladder match for the Intercontinental Championship. What?
Just a hell of a match.
Just a hell of a match. I think it's the first ladder match in WWE history, if I'm not mistaken.
I think it was the first one that's like pay-per-viewed, because Shawn Michaels has said like in Razor that they were like, yeah, we had like a bunch of like ladder matches before, like on like live shows or like house shows, I guess, and shit.
So they were testing it on the house shows, see if it would go over.
Yeah,
well,
but this was like the first like, you know, like big one where they started,
Yeah.
they kind of did like some crazy stuff and whatnot.
Yeah, and basically you go back and watch that match, and it's just Shawn is just wrestling a match against the ladder the whole time.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
It's awesome.
he's unreal in that match. Like, he legit, like, just used that ladder as a prop, like, the whole time. And, like, you know, in, like, other ladder matches, Katie, like, you see other ladders get brought into the ring. They use the same one the entire time. So it's, like, bent and twisted and, like, so it's really, really, really hard to climb. And, like, Razor doesn't really do, like, that much, like, cool stuff into it, like, into that match. It's all Shawn, like, jumping off the ladder and, like, doing all this stuff, like...
The other guy probably was like, fuck no, I'm not doing that.
Razor Ramon, the bad guy. He'll flick a toothpick
Good
in your
pick.
eye. Hey.
Alright.
Hey, yo, Chico. Say hello.
All right,
to the
so
bad
is
guy.
it my number 2?
Yes, sir.
My number 2, another Shawn Michaels match. You actually mentioned it just a little bit ago. Shawn Michaels and Chris Jericho from WrestleMania 19.
Nice. Hell of a match.
Where was that at? Was that Safeco Field?
Yes, sir. Seattle.
Yeah, just a hell of a match. I think it really helped put Jericho on the map huge, too.
Well, yeah, I mean, it was Jericho's dream match. It's Jericho's idol. He
Oh, really?
Yeah.
He dressed up like Shawn on the Indies. Like, he idolized Shawn. Like, he dressed up like Shawn, like, everywhere he went. He was basically like a knockoff of Shawn Michaels at first before he became Chris Jericho. Yeah. And, yeah, so for Shawn, that was like a dream come true. The best part of that match is the end.
I
Like,
mean, for Jericho, that was a dream come true.
yeah. Is that what I said?
No, you said Shawn.
Oh, for both.
You confused me, sorry.
Well, for both, it was probably a dream come
I
true.
wasn't trying to make you sound stupid, but I did.
It was Shawn's first WrestleMania back after being,
Fucked up?
yeah. And the best part of that match is at the end when Shawn goes for the handshake and Jericho hugs him. And then Jericho kicks him in the balls and Shawn slides down like Jericho's body, like, why? And he just, Jericho shoves him over. Love it.
That made me so mad.
I know. I know, dude. That's the best part of that match.
It made me so mad because like, he just like gave him a hug, and I was like, oh, dude, that's so cool. And then just fucking kicks him in the nuts.
Yeah, it was like, oh, what a moment, because Jericho's like, man, I love you, and then, bam, right in the balls. Jericho's like, fuck you, and just throws him over.
I would
Jericho.
like that.
Jericho's been getting us forever.
I know, dude, he really has.
God damn,
You
the
gotta
ultimate
expect it by
prankster.
now.
And I remember Jericho, I think he hits Michaels with a Sweet Chin Music in that match. That made me mad.
What
I
is
think he
that?
Bitch.
What is that?
Michaels, the super kick, his
Oh,
finishing
okay.
move.
Okay.
I think he puts him in a sharpshooter, too.
I think so. I think you're right. No, he puts him in the walls.
No, yeah, he puts him in the wall. Does he?
Yeah. Oh,
I
you're
thought he-
talking about Shawn?
Does Shawn put him in the walls?
No, Jericho. I'm just talking Jericho puts Shawn in the walls.
I thought Jericho put him in like a... Put him in the... what the hell did I just say? A sharpshooter.
Sharpshooter.
'Cause I thought Michaels used that move, too, a little bit.
Maybe. I don't know. I don't remember.
I don't either.
So long ago.
It was. It was WrestleMania 19. We're at WrestleMania 35 now.
I thought I was going to ask
Jesus.
which one we were on. Thought it was like in the 20s.
We're at 35.
Okay, now I know.
WrestleMania 19 happened in
Jeez.
2003.
Jeez. All right, my second pick is, I don't know what WrestleMania it is, but when Triple H comes out with all the Terminators, I like that. That was cool.
31.
That was badass.
Was that 31?
Yeah, it's the year when it's the year when Rollins cashed in. So yeah, 31.
I just like the Terminator movie, and Triple H looks kind of scary there, so it worked.
It totally worked.
I like his little crown mask thing that he was wearing. He should wear that more often.
The skull?
Yeah.
Have we ever done a top WrestleMania entrances?
I don't think so.
Have we?
I don't think we have. Maybe we should.
Maybe.
There we go. Maybe that'll be next week.
Mm.
Thanks, Kate.
You're welcome. Those are the things I remember. Are the entrances.
We're watching, I turned on that ladder match, by the way. Stoutsy. And Sean's hair, that mullet.
Shawn Michaels could pull off anything.
Yeah, because he's this sexy boy. My second match this week is from WrestleMania 13, baby. Stone Cold Steve Austin versus Bret the Hitman Hart submission match. The match that made Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Yeah, that was an alright match.
Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. It's like one of the greatest wrestling matches of all time.
I can't tell if you're being sarcastic, Jim.
Yes, I'm being sarcastic.
Okay. I don't know if I've seen it.
Oh, it's legit
Jeez.
one of the greatest wrestling matches of all time because they it makes you, that match makes you think that you're not watching wrestling. It makes you think that you're legit watching kind of like a fight. Because the way they sell in that match, the way the moves that they pull off in that match are just they're beating the fuck out of each other. And that's the match where Austin's at the end where Bret's has him in the sharpshooter and Austin has blood running down his face and he passes out.
Passes out for real?
No, but
Oh.
in the match.
Yeah.
He doesn't tap out.
Oh, maybe we did watch that.
That's
because he's really bloody, isn't he?
That's the match. So Austin going into that match as a heel, Bret's going into that match as a face. At the end of the match, Austin turns into a face and Bret turns into a heel. They pulled off the double switch.
I think you made me watch that when Becky Lynch started bleeding everywhere.
I probably did. I
think that was why we watched that.
Yeah, probably because he said that's her Austin moment.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's what happened.
Yep. I almost picked that match. Actually, what's crazy is I almost picked your first two matches.
Oh my god.
It's like you guys co-host a show or something.
Shut up, Katie.
Shut up. Did you just tell her to shut up? Too?
Yeah.
You guys are both dicks.
That's what we do.
I know it is.
All right, it's my third.
Yep. What's your third? What's your main event?
My main event, a little more recent one. I got Triple H versus Daniel Bryan, WrestleMania 30.
Dude, that's an underrated classic.
Oh, no doubt.
Legit underrated classic.
Yeah, I was so invested in that match because I was like, I was like, he's gonna lose. Somehow he's gonna lose.
You thought Bryan was going to lose that match?
Yeah, somehow. I was like, somehow, he shouldn't because it doesn't make any sense. You put him in the main event, it'll be awesome. But I'm like, somehow he's gonna lose. Somehow they're gonna fucking fuck us over and he's gonna lose.
Did he lose or did he win?
He won.
Okay.
Oh, he won.
That's the year he won the world title and at WrestleMania. He has the winner of Triple H and Bryan went to the main event of that show. Triple H was trying to fuck him over.
Oh.
Basically, the exact story we're watching with Kofi right now is the exact same thing that happened before with Bryan.
Okay.
They're even calling Kofi a B+ player, which is what they called Daniel Bryan during that feud.
So
Yep.
Kofi's gonna make it.
Oh yeah, for sure. But what's hilarious is that the way that Daniel Bryan is now acting like a little coward or like a little hypocrite, but they're not acknowledging that. Because he's just a B+ player. He's not good enough because Bryan's just kissing ass to Vince right now.
Stupid. No, you know what I should mention? 1 year ago today, Daniel Bryan announced his return
Ooh, God, I was so happy that day.
to in-ring action.
So that's one of my happiest days ever.
Just a
Fuck,
little
meeting
tidbit.
Katie that day was amazing.
Wow.
Oh god, yeah. I remember you blew me up.
Yeah,
That's all he talked about, literally for the next week.
I couldn't
That's all we
believe
should have
it.
talked about.
He's telling my dad, he's like, "Hey, you don't know anything about wrestling, but my favorite person ever
No, it's because
came back."
legit, a week before that, without even like knowing that Brian was even coming back. A week before that, we were sitting in your living room and we were watching that 24 about Daniel Bryan, and your dad watched the whole thing and he was like totally invested into it. And he was, and he's like, we watched that match where he won the title. I'm like, hey, remember that thing we just watched? He's back. And your dad's like, how? Like, I thought he was concussed. I'm like, see, your dad paid attention, Katie. I think he's secretly a mark.
I wish he would pay attention to me. He doesn't care about anything I do. All right,
Boo-hoo.
My third...
Wait, hey, hold on.
What?
Jim, that part where Brian flips over Triple H and then knees him in the face, does that flying knee, that crowd pop was insane.
Oh, it was nuts.
Yeah. I loved it. That's all I want to say.
Okay, I can go now.
Why did we have her on?
My third pick is awesome because I love crowd reactions, but not the way you guys love them.
Oh, no, I think we do.
Do you?
Yes, because I love them.
Oh my God, yes.
I feel horrible, but at the same time, I enjoy them. When The Undertaker lost at WrestleMania, and everybody was just
that's
pissed and sad, like they didn't expect it.
First off, fuck you. Number two, I agree.
Yeah, like I had so many emotions when that happened. Like my jaw was dropped. I was sad, but at the same time, I was laughing. I'm like, I don't know how to feel right now. Like, I don't know what my body's trying to do right now.
Like,
yeah,
I
almost left Bowman's. I was watching it at Bowman's, and I looked at him, and he looked at me, and I like stood up, and I was like, I might leave
because I don't know how to watch the rest of it.
I was like, nope, something's gonna happen. Nope, this isn't. I was like, this is no. I mean, my whole childhood died that day. I was like, okay.
It's kind of like figuring out, like, you know, the tooth fairy's not real or something.
No, even worse.
Yeah.
Like, times that by like 1,000,000.
Well, no, Santa Claus is real. That's why I didn't say that.
It was a total gut punch, like, for real. It was basically, let's see, how can we put this in the words?
And you're adopted kind of situation?
No, worse. Like, let's say one of your favorite characters on Game of Thrones died. Like, Jim, where are you at right now on Game of Thrones?
Like halfway through season 6, I believe.
Has there been a notable death? I don't want to spoil it for you.
Do one in the first season. You know which one I'm talking about?
No, wait, hold on. Jim, has there been a notable death in the 6th season of Game of Thrones that you're watching right now?
Like one that would like kill me.
That was just kind of sad, like when it happened.
Oh God, I want to say so. I haven't.
I mean, we've seen it.
Jim, a lot of people die in the 6th season.
I know, but I haven't watched in so long. Again, it's been like a few weeks, so I'm kind of like blurry a little bit.
I just want to say it.
No, don't say it.
But it was like that gut punch.
Like when Dumbledore died.
All right, I was gut punched
Harry
when
Potter.
obviously he came back to life, but I was gut punched when Jon Snow died.
Okay, yeah. But like
that's like I was like, are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah, it's so basically when Undertaker died, it was like when your character that you love so much on a TV show died. Like,
yeah,
that's how it felt. And the next night on Raw, even you still felt it. Like,
yeah, I mean, it was my 9/11.
Oh my God.
Like, and what people like forget about is like how dead the crowd was after that. Like the crowd was just like staring forward. Like they had 2 more matches after that, and the crowd was just staring forward, weren't reacting for anything. And then Brian came out at the end, and the crowd kind of got back into it, like a little bit, but not really. But when Brian got on that stretcher, and he gets off, when like they think they're wheeling him out, and he gets off that stretcher, that brought that crowd right back into it, dude. Like,
yeah,
that was like,
yeah.
We need this moment now.
It got me back into it.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Because it's like, we need this now. We need this moment. We need Brian to win. Because I think if Brian doesn't win that match, I think everybody in the world, I think, just would have been like so fucking sad. Like,
oh yeah. It just wasn't how I expected the Undertaker streak to end.
No, but looking back on it, it was perfect.
Yeah.
Like, honestly, like, you can't... it's so risky to have like a rookie beat him because let's say, for example, who was rumored to beat him one time was Ted DiBiase Jr.
Yeah.
Exactly. Where is he now? He doesn't even wrestle anymore.
Yeah.
So, like, you needed a guy that the crowd can just hate. And Brock Lesnar was perfect.
He was the guy.
Yeah. He was the one in 21.
He was number one.
Oh, my God. But I think Lesnar was perfect. But, yeah, that moment. And that one guy's face that they show in the crowd with the glasses, the black guy with the glasses, just, he's like heavy breathing.
Yeah.
It's magical.
It was magical. All right, my main event this week, my number 3 match of the week. Gotta throw it to WrestleMania 28. Watched it today. I forgot how good this match was, and the atmosphere, the storytelling, everything. This match was just magical. The Rock and John Cena, once in a lifetime at that time.
Yeah. Wait, was that was the first one, right?
Yeah, the first one, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, the first one. Yeah, that one. I haven't, like, the first time I watched it, I remember, like, not really caring about it. But, like, I told Katie about this, like, a minute ago. Like, rewatching that match again, dude. Holy shit, that match is awesome. Like,
that's good.
How much that crowd is invested into it.
So it fucking invested. It's nuts.
It was nuts. I just don't remember that. I guess I don't remember the crowd being, like, that, like, into it. Like, the crowd goes fucking nuts at the end.
Yeah.
Love it. Like, that's... And, like, I was kind of thinking about it. I was like, when's the last time we've had a WrestleMania where there was so much at stake like that? Like, where you felt like there's just so much on the line in this match, and where you're like, you're 100% invested into the match like that.
Yeah, I mean, it was just... would you say it's better than the Hogan Rock? Or, Hogan Rock?
In terms of crowd reaction or match?
Let's go match.
No. I think the Cena Rock match is way better.
Do you think the crowd reaction was better?
And Hogan and Rock? Yes. Yes, that crowd...
wait. So you think the match between Rock Cena was better, but
yes.
The reaction was better in Hogan?
Yeah, that...
Okay.
That's one of the greatest, like, crowds I think I've ever seen. Like...
Yeah, I agree with that.
It's so hard to hear, like, a loud crowd at a stadium. Just because the way the sound travels, it travels up. So in a smaller arena, you hear everything more.
Right.
And that stadium, dude, it was so fucking loud. Like, everybody in that stadium was going fucking insane. And they were rooting for Hogan.
Yeah, I was going to say, like, the crowd kind of started to shift a little bit.
Yeah, it was when Hogan started hulking up is when that crowd was just going ape shit. And I think, to me, that's one of the coolest moments.
Oh, without a doubt.
That's one of the coolest moments, and, like, the stare down at the beginning of the match is, like, just insane. When they were just like, yeah, we're feeling this now.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Yeah. And that was our matches of the week. So, like Jim and I said, we wish that WWE Network has, like, a thing where you can just, like, make your own playlist, because that would be dope. Share your playlist with friends.
Like your matches?
Yeah. That could be cool. So we need to send it to WWE. Let's patent that shit.
You know they won't pay you for that.
No, not at all. It's Vince. All right. Here we go. And you know what? The match of the week, though, I am going to shout it out. 205 Live, Cedric Alexander, Tony Nese. Holy shit. Go watch that match. Fucking insane. It was a typical 205 Live dead crowd, and that crowd just chanting, like, just going nuts the entire time. And at the end of the match, the crowd's chanting, "That was awesome." Like,
I haven't watched any wrestling this week, so you guys are gonna have to fill me in.
I know.
Wow.
I wanted to get her on here just as, like, a perspective of everything, because she knows, the story. You didn't watch Raw, but Kate, guess what? You're caught up. Because nothing happened.
Really, in 3 hours, they didn't tell any story.
Nothing.
Not
nothing
surprised.
happened. Like,
not surprised.
Nothing happened. Nothing mattered on this Raw that had to do with WrestleMania. Like, Jim, was there one thing that mattered on Raw this past week that, like...
Nope.
Like, it was...
Nope. Not a single thing.
the tag team match at the beginning, Finn Balor and Braun Strowman versus Lashley and Leo Rush was awesome. Like, now gave me hope for a good show. That was a fun, good match. And then, what the fuck happened? Like,
yeah. I'll say the one thing that mattered that was probably the best thing about the whole show was Rollins in the beginning.
Yeah, when he was hitting, that's what I mean. Like, it was, like, the beginning was good, that tag match was good, everything that followed was not good.
It's like nothing, it's like they were like in the middle of like June where like nothing really is going on.
Right.
They were just like, yeah, we'll just throw this together. It was like, what the fuck?
Right.
Like, I don't, like, I hate throwing it, but that's like the attitude there, but it's like every week leading up to Mania, like, had that much more importance to it. Like, each week was like the tension just grew more and more, and this week it's like there's no tension or anything. It's like, what the fuck was this?
They had a filler episode 3 weeks before WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Like, what?
And WrestleMania is going to have 17 matches, so, like, what?
Right.
What's going to happen? Like, there's no storyline for 17?
Majority of the matches are SmackDown matches, like, at this point right now. Like,
yeah, which makes sense. I mean, it's been the better show.
I mean, without a doubt. SmackDown's, like, SmackDown, I mean, you might disagree. Raw was an F this week. SmackDown, I think, gets an A for me this week. SmackDown was good, man.
Yeah, I'm going to give SmackDown like a B+. I know, like, they had the gauntlet match, so I was going to take it all up.
I see what you did there.
Huh?
I see what you did. It was a B+. It's a Kofi.
I wasn't trying for that, but yeah, I like it. But there's just like like, my main thing is just like, where the fuck's Asuka? That's the only negative thing I have about SmackDown, but
she hasn't been on in a while.
Yeah, but that's why that's like the only reason I don't give it an A, which maybe isn't a good enough reason to. But yeah, no, without a doubt, Raw sucked. I was just like, this is stupid. Like, yeah. Why do I have the USA Network on my phone, so when I have to go to the bathroom and I don't have to miss fucking Raw, I can watch it on my phone when it's fucking, the shit coming out of my ass is better than what they put on TV.
Well, like, the thing, like,
I mean, fuck.
Like, the thing, like, it just, so on Raw, you had, let's just go to, so we said the good parts. I mean, you said the tag match.
That was it.
And the Rollins beating up McIntyre with that steel chair. That part was fucking dope.
Yep.
And then all of a sudden, nothing then happens. And then you go to, after that, we had, I don't even know, I'm going to go out of order. Like, I don't even care at this point, but, like, let's go to the women's tag team. Like, that horrible fucking promo. Beth Phoenix is back. Cool. Neat. But what was that fucking line that she said? When has she ever called herself the Dragon?
Yeah,
like, maybe the Phoenix has risen? Maybe you should say that, because her name is Beth Phoenix.
Who is it?
That's what I would have thought,
Beth
too.
Phoenix.
Yeah. Well, I think I thought, other than that, I thought her promo wasn't like the worst thing ever, especially for someone not being on TV for a while and they're giving her a scripted thing. I thought she kind of did a good job delivering it as best as she could with what she was given. But yeah, that line, it was just like, what? Yeah, the Dragon's like, back? Everybody was like, even I was like, am I supposed to know what that is? Like, no, just say like the Phoenix one is back. Like, people know that more from the ENC pod than they do.
The Phoenix has risen. That's all that she had to say. The Phoenix has risen. That's all she has to say, because it makes sense.
Yeah, and then she's wearing like a backpack that goes up in flames. That'd be cool.
But instead she goes, you awoken the dragon. It was one of the most cringeworthy lines I think I've ever heard, and the crowd was just like, cool. Like,
yeah, I was kind of like, oh, what?
Yeah, like, why?
Maybe they're trying to jump on that Game of Thrones bandwagon.
Maybe.
She's blonde, isn't she?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just, and then you got Natty just standing there being like just as cringy. If Natty hasn't been the business for so long, and like I have that respect for her, I'd be like, get this off my TV, because she's just so cringe.
She is cringe.
Who?
Natalia.
Oh, I don't like her.
Natalia.
I don't like her.
She's just like too like, she's almost like too robotic, like almost like John Cena-ish.
And I hate her voice.
I'm just like, Yeah. Come on, guys. That's what she yells.
That's what she yells.
So do I. Yeah, I don't know. It's just like, I mean, honestly, I liked it better than anything Natalya and Tamina have done, but
yeah,
that's not saying much.
Then, like, Natalya and Sasha had a match, right? Isn't that what followed? The singles match?
Yes.
And then Nia comes out with a mic, and I'm just like, who gave Nia a mic? Ugh.
Yeah.
And then this whole women's tag team division is just so all over the place now. Like, so Bayley and Sasha are just starting rivalries with people on Raw, SmackDown, and NXT now. Like,
yeah, I don't know.
I don't get it. Yeah. And then, so let's go to stay on the women's division for Raw. Let's go to Ronda Rousey.
Yay. Poor Ronda. She's just getting eaten alive.
Yeah.
She can't talk.
She's
so nervous.
Some idiots on Twitter are just like, yeah, this is awesome. Look how badass. She doesn't give a shit about the rules. Like, honestly, fuck kayfabe. I'm like, shut up. Everything she does is a contradiction.
It is.
I don't care. Fine me. It's not even a real fine, Rhonda. Why are you tweeting about it? It's not real. You should be like, this fine isn't real. I don't give a shit about it.
Yeah, that's so true. Everything that happens is a contradiction. It is so true.
Yeah, like, oh yeah, and my husband hit somebody because he doesn't give a shit. Yeah, no, we've seen that 1,000 times. Somebody in the fucking some buddy leans over and fucking hits somebody. Yeah, no, hey, that's scripted, Rhonda. That's no kayfabe.
Yeah, I mean,
loser.
Travis Brown knocking out somebody obviously was scripted.
Yeah,
he's a UFC fighter. Katie just looks at me every time she doesn't understand something.
Does she do the puppy head dog tilt? Ooh?
Ooh? What'd you say?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I like that she's becoming more like, it's like badass, like I'm going to beat up people, but I'm just like,
it's the execution.
I'm not bought on like the whole like kayfabe character. Like,
yeah,
kayfabe's been missing for years, babe.
She just can't talk, and it's not her fault because she's so fucking nervous. So much pressure on her to be the badass bitch, but like, I don't know. I just don't believe her character because she really could kill someone, and it's like, but she doesn't. You know?
Yeah.
I
really
agree.
Could...
It's just like, I'm just not sold on it. I don't think it's like,
well,
I don't think it's,
and like, how do you not have Charlotte or Becky on Raw? Like,
yeah. That makes no sense.
Dana Brooke gets a title match? Oh my god, by the way. So it was the fastest talker versus the slowest talker.
I love that tweet.
This is WrestleMania season. And I am going to... She legit looked down like she didn't remember her line, which was like, beat her. Like, that's all it was. Where I'm going to beat her. Like, it was like something that was just so like, I knew the next line. Like,
who was saying this?
Dana Brooke. Ugh.
Yeah, me too. Because I was like, hey, all you gotta do is say the next line. I'll say it for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that was just dumb. I was like, why are they having this match? And it's like. And then they give her, like, every time they put someone on TV that they've done nothing with, they just give them, like, I'm going to go out there and this is my opportunity. It's like, shut up. With the cookie cutter, like, my dream's going to be achieved. I'm getting my chance. Like, shut up.
Right.
I'm so sick of that crap.
Right.
Yeah. Ugh.
I don't know. They, like, of all people, they picked Dana Brooke. Like, come on. Could have picked anybody else but Dana Brooke. A woman who hasn't been on TV in how long? Almost a year.
I don't even know who that is.
Months.
Exactly. Yeah.
Months.
Yeah. I don't know. I just don't get it. And then, so we go to Kurt Angle, who's going to announce his opponent in Kurt Angle's farewell match. Kurt Angle, one of the all-time greats in professional wrestling, one of the most respected figures in professional wrestling. He is normally like a person's farewell match is like somebody pretty big, right? I mean, Flair had Michaels. Michaels had Undertaker. So on and so on.
Austin had Rock, even though it wasn't a farewell match, kind of to say, but it was.
Austin, exactly. Austin had Rock. Mankind had Triple H, Rock, and Big Show, like in a fatal 4-way.
Yeah.
Like, there's this. I don't get it. The Macho Man had the fucking Ultimate Warrior. Like, you wrestle big names. And Kurt Angle picks. So you're expecting John Cena, right? Because that makes the most sense. John Cena had his first match against Kurt Angle. Kurt Angle has his last match against Cena. It all comes full circle. It makes sense, right? He picks Baron Corbin. Baron Corbin. Kurt Angle's last match ever is against Baron Corbin.
You know what's sad is that when he announced it too, you could kind of see in his face he was like, "Oh God."
Apparently, like he's like not happy about it.
I wouldn't be either, man.
Yeah, like apparently Angle's like legit like not happy backstage. Even his wife apparently was like tweeting about it, and she deleted like a bunch of text messages saying like how pissed she is.
Yeah, well, I mean, even like Jim Ross, a bunch of other people were just like, this is very underwhelming.
Yeah, Jim Ross is like underwhelming. Bubba Ray Dudley, he's like completely underwhelming.
Yeah, and honestly, like that's not a shot at Corbin. Like I mean, kind of yes, but kind of it's just like no. Like you give the guy the big match, and I get it's like JCD put out that article, and I do get what he's saying because that was my thought too. I was like, yeah, they want to finish off the story, but I'm like, since when has WWE ever thought about finishing off a story right?
No shit.
And this is the one they're going to go through with?
Right. Of all the ones that they picked to go through with, it's this one? The one
you
that
can't
like
even get the Becky Lynch one right? And you fucking like, yeah, but hey, look at this one. They hated each other for a while. It's like, nobody even really liked that rivalry.
And on top of it, we've already seen Angle and Corbin wrestle each other like 3 times.
Yeah. And I was talking to Bowman about this, and I'm like, I don't need a big story, like weekly story from Kurt Angle recently.
No, this writes
for
itself.
his last match.
This writes itself.
I
need
him to have a big match. Exactly. I need him to have a big match against Cena. The history's there. I don't need it. I don't care if he puts on a 5-star match, a 2-star match. I want to see Kurt Angle get his moment at WrestleMania, his way to say goodbye to a big name like John Cena, whether people like Cena or not. He's around, blah, blah, blah. That's just what you do. You put it in there. Kurt Angle's going to give us the best he's got. I don't care how much slower he is now. I don't give a shit about any of that. He deserves this. And some of the fans don't see this either. They're like, why the fuck's this old guy in here, blah, blah, like he should have been. It's like, shut up. Shut up. He got his life back on track. He's back to where he started. He wants to have this last goodbye, and he should be able to get it the way that he fucking wants. He's earned that as a guy, like we said before, that has fucking dominated WrestleMania for years. Like, he's one of the best performers. He fucking deserves it. Like, I just am mind blown that they just went with Baron Corbin. They have to change it. If they don't change it, I'm heading to Titan Towers.
I just feel like Baron Corbin is kind of like the new Roman Reigns.
Nah.
You don't think?
Not
he
in a
annoys
way.
me.
Not in a way. It's Roman was like, I want to say no just because Roman's like the guy. Like, Corbin is never going to, no disrespect, Corbin is never going to be the guy.
No, but they're pushing him really, really hard as a heel. They're pushing him really, really hard as a heel. They have been since they took him, made him, what was he, the GM of something? And we're like, what is this? It doesn't make sense. Like, this is kind of dumb. All of the storylines have been dumb.
Well,
and they keep making him be part of the show.
I'm thinking, so with all this said, I legit think that they're going to pull off a swerve. I'm almost like, I'm 95% sure that Corbin is not going to wrestle Angle at Mania. But this execution, again, the execution is fucking failed again on Raw. Like, you don't do it this close to WrestleMania. Make it like a month ago is when Angle announces this. And then start like have the story be like petition to be like against it or whatever. But what if I kind of see this happening, right? So remember all the times that like Baron Corbin would like tricked Angle into like wrestling somebody else? Didn't he do that like 2 weeks in a row where Corbin's yeah, you're not wrestling this. You're wrestling this guy now.
Yeah, he did do that.
Yeah, he did it a couple times. So what if at WrestleMania, which at this point now you hold off till WrestleMania to do this, since you only have 2 more episodes of Raw anyways. Right. At WrestleMania, Corbin comes out and Angle goes, "Oh, by the way, I lied. I don't want you as my final opponent." And then all of a sudden, like that crowd would go fucking nuts.
Oh, without a doubt.
Yeah. Like that crowd would go nuts and Corbin sits there, like stands there all pissed off. And then maybe you go into a Cena Corbin feud from here. Like,
yeah.
That's what I would do.
Okay, so do you think something like that's going to happen?
It has to. It has to. There's no, if they just go through with Angle and Corbin at WrestleMania, that crowd, like, it's going to be such a sucky moment for Angle. Because it's going to be like, it's his farewell match and that crowd's going to boo the entire time.
What do you think, Jim?
Yeah, no, it's going to suck. Like, the crowd's going to boo and they're going to chant Cena the whole time. It's going to take away from Kurt's moment.
But do you think it's going to happen?
Oh, yeah, definitely. It has to. It has to right now. If they don't do it, it's just going to be like, it's not going to be like one of those, we're pissed off because you fucked up on Raw thing. It'll be like, you fucked up on Mania for Kurt Angle's last match. How do you do that?
You fucked up for Kurt. Like,
yeah.
You legit, like a guy who, like you said, Jim, got his life back on track. He's one of the greatest performers of all time. Like, you give Angle, like, what he wants, like, in his last match. Yeah. He's earned it.
So you get, now, I don't know if Cena, was he actually injured from that, how he got out of the Royal Rumble?
Yeah, he was filming a movie at that time.
Okay. I didn't know what exactly the whole story thing was there, so that's the only thing I could think. It's like, maybe he is injured. I don't know. But I doubt it. But, yeah, like, you just can't have Corey, man. The crowd's going to be chanting Cena the whole time. Mm-hmm. Like, it's going
to take away from everything.
Yeah. It's just not... It just wouldn't be fair, man. Like, I would legit just be, like, so upset. Like, be so disappointed. I'd feel so bad for Kirk. 'Cause I know he'd go home and be like, that's not how I wanted it to go.
Exactly.
And then he'd want to come back for one more match, and people would be like, oh, I thought he had his retirement match. Yep. It's like, let the guy have his fucking moment, man.
Mm-hmm.
That match doesn't need a build. Just put Cena, Angle, bam. Yep. Story's told.
Yep, completely agree. And then we have, moving on from that, Batista's weird-ass promo. Where he's just sitting in his office, which clearly was just, like, in the back of the arena. Like, he was there. How do you not have him in the ring? How do you not have Triple H on the show?
Yeah, I don't understand why they're doing this with people where it's like they don't have both people there that are in the feud. Like, how do you... It's stupid. It's like they're texting back and forth.
Yeah, it's dumb. It's dumb. And Batista was just like, I just don't like him. Batista, like... You could tell Batista just isn't comfortable with promos at all. Like, at all.
Yeah.
And because he was speaking really quietly. And, like, the promo was really fucking dry at first.
Oh, yeah.
And then the ending was a little better when he got pissed.
Yeah.
But, like, it was still just dry.
Yeah.
And that's
like you said, how do you not have Triple H there?
Right.
It makes no sense.
And that's all that was. And it was kind of like, what the fuck are they doing? Like, what is going on? It was at that promo, as I think is when I texted you. I was like, what the fuck is going on in the show now? Like,
yeah, the build to this match has been kind of fucking piss poor.
Yeah, and it's such an easy build.
It's such an easy build. You have those guys fucking in the ring promoting each other, and they fucking go nose to nose.
Right, and WrestleMania, WrestleMania in general this year is an easy fucking build. Like,
yeah.
Oh my god! And so Baron Corbin announces that not Baron Corbin. Braun Strowman then announces that he's going to be in the Battle Royal, and then he's going to beat up Colin Jost and Michael Che. Cool, neat, whatever. That might be my favorite rivalry right now.
Yeah, no kidding.
And then I don't know if did anything else happen that mattered. Like, and then the ending, you got Drew and Seth again. There was no Roman on the show, which was weird, and obviously no Dean, which makes sense. But
yeah. Oh, okay. I'll say another good thing about the show was Drew's promo before the match.
Yeah,
I thought it was. I texted you. I was like, man, he's really good on the mic. Like
he is.
Kind of sold me. I was like, yeah, I want to see this guy fucking get himself a maybe I'm not saying I want the guy to be champion, but I think he should be in the picture. Like he's good at talking. Like the more he kept going, I was like, man, fuck this guy, and also like, damn, this guy's got some fucking like he's just like got intensity to him that like helps sell the promo. I think the crowd was even kind of like, ooh, man, reacting to it. It's like, how does this guy not? Why'd you have this guy fucking around with goddamn Corbin and fucking the other idiot, Lashley?
The other idiot.
Like, yeah. Like, come on, man. But, so I thought that was good. Like, I thought that's like just a small little positive. I was like, his promo was really good, and then then you just have Lesnar come out, distract Seth, blah blah blah. It's like, okay.
But that was it. It was just like, dude, it feels like Seth's feuding with McIntyre going into WrestleMania.
Yes.
It feels like Seth is feuding with McIntyre. It does not feel like Seth's going to wrestle Lesnar for the title.
No, not at all.
And then McIntyre put that challenge out to Roman, which I like. And real quick, I did want to bring this up. So Chad Gable needs to turn heel, and Angle needs to be his manager. Just a goofy, like, heel team. So it'd be perfect. It'd be fucking perfect. And hey, Chad Gable brought back that towel. I said that last week. I'm like, Gable needs to bring back the towel. He did.
What towel?
He did.
Ready, willing, and Gable.
Brought
it back.
Yep. I texted you that. So I'm pretty sure you rocket strapped the towel.
Yeah, I totally did. This towel's back. But I guarantee it's going to be gone next week because he's going to be back with Rude. Which, another thing, where was the tag team division this week? And what was the point of the Ricochet match and no Aleister Black? Like, they were just like, oh, fuck that story going forward right now. Like, what the fuck? How do you not capitalize on that? Like, that was legit, like, turning into an interesting story, and then... Nope.
Yeah.
Nothing.
And it's like, no, you can just fuck off over there, bud. Like, oh, okay. Yeah.
I don't understand. And then I agree with you on the Heyman. Just it's another Heyman promo. It's the same thing.
Yeah, man. Like I'm not saying like I don't think he's a good talker. I really think he is. He's the best talker out there. And I don't know how much this is on him, but like I don't know what else he can actually do with his promos because like it's been the same promos for every fucking opponent.
Yep.
Time after time. It's like, ladies and gentlemen. Blah, blah, blah. And this is brought, and you know who else went up against him? This guy, and this guy, and this guy, and every one of them fall. It's like
it's a spoiler.
Yeah, and it's like, oh my god, like we get it, like, fuck. That's the reason I'm like, people are like, is Brock's run like? People are like, oh, Brock's run's been great. I'm like, I mean, I get what it was supposed to do, but it's gone on for too long that it hasn't done anything for me for like a year and a half.
Mm-hmm.
And because they fucked it up with Roman and stuff, and it's like, it doesn't do anything for me, man. Like
you're not getting any wrestling boners anymore.
No, and it's like people are like, well, he's still the big draw. You watch him because you want him to lose. I'm like, I'm watching because I just want the goddamn title back.
Yeah, but it's like to them, it's like, yeah, but that's what I mean. It's like, no, dude. Like he should have dropped the title like a year ago. Like a year ago at WrestleMania, he should have dropped the title. To hold it to hold to SummerSlam made no sense.
Yeah. I'm not watching. I'm not tuning into pay-per-views because Brock Lesnar's name on. I'm tuning in because I want to watch Seth Rollins, who's been the fucking man for years, like put on a hell of and have a WrestleMania moment. Like that's why.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck about Brock Lesnar. Fuck off to UFC, bud.
Yeah, exactly. All right, enough about Raw. Raw sucks.
I'm fired up.
Let's get to a good show. Let's get to SmackDown. Miz cutting that promo at the beginning. Nothing really special there, but it's good. I mean, it was a good promo. Like,
oh, hell of a promo.
Just love it. Miz is fired up. Miz got that crowd fired up too.
Yeah, dude, I love it. That's why I tweeted out. And, some people agreed with me like a month ago. I tweeted, I was like, man, I really want Miz to have a title run. We've talked about it for a while now. I'm like, he's just good, man. Like, you got to give the guy credit. And I don't think he ever had like a great, like when he had the title, it wasn't in a good time and it just didn't work. And I think now it's like
now it's prime time.
I mean, look how quickly he's gotten the crowd to get on his side.
Yeah.
Like, he can control the crowd. Like, he's up there with some of the great ones that can control the crowd. He can get you to hate him or he can get you to love him. And it's like, that's something special, man. Like, Maybe he doesn't do the most flashy stuff in the ring, but the guy can fucking tell a story.
Yep. We'll leave it to WWE. Samoa Joe, Miz, and Owens, and Sami Zayn. No, let me take that back. Miz and Joe and Jeff Hardy all should be on Raw, because Raw needs characters right now. Bad.
Yeah.
And then they take Kevin Owens and put him on SmackDown, and it's like, put him on Raw right now. Raw needs him right now. Like,
yeah.
And they did the Kevin Owens show, and it's like, okay, he's already like now doing nothing leading into WrestleMania. Cool.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck? But I guess
Sweet.
that was his pick because he wanted Kofi to have that spot, which is cool. But he just hosted the Kevin Owens show with Becky and Charlotte, and they just ended up having a big brawl. Nothing special.
I was gonna say a big surprise.
But it works because that's what should be happening right now. That's what should be happening with Ronda right now. Like, they should just be brawling all over the place because they hate each other.
Why didn't they do? They should have done that Monday.
Yeah, exactly. Like,
how do you not put that on Monday night?
I don't understand it. I don't know. I don't get Raw's booking at all right now. But on SmackDown, it was cool because it's like, yeah, they hate each other. This makes sense. And then, what was in between? The Iconics beat Bayley and Sasha.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
They did. Those sneaky little Australians.
I like them.
Iconic.
I like them too.
I like them a lot. I hope they get a little push.
Yeah.
And then, all right, so then SmackDown, the whole rest of the episode was that gauntlet match with Kofi.
Yep. The only thing I didn't like about the Kofi gauntlet match was how he pinned Joe, like how he beat Joe.
I don't remember how he pinned Joe.
Yeah, I think he just maybe might have like rolled him up or something. I think he might have did like a finisher, kind of rolled him up type thing. I don't know. I said this last week that I don't like the way Joe's been losing like
randomly
matches, and that's nothing against Kofi, but I think they could have done with like another like DQ or Joe DQs himself,
right?
Because it gets Kofi advanced, and then also like keeps Joe as like the heel as the champion.
Right. The roll up should have been on Rowan.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, Bowman was hot about that. Bowman's like, this is ridiculous, dude. The next guy should get DQ'd because of this. This is like, why is this going on for so long? Why does he just keep? This is like crazy. You can't just do this. Like, God damn it, Steve. You're such a mark.
God damn it, Steve.
I mean, you got a point, but yeah, the roll up should have been on Rowan. Duh.
Oh yeah, for sure. And
makes fucking stupid.
I'm trying to think. The Sheamus part, I think, may have been my favorite, like, of the matches, like, that happened in that gauntlet match. I thought that match was very well done. And Cesaro, too. Like, I mean, you can't go wrong with the bar. But what I really liked about the gauntlet match is as it went on, how the wrestlers in the back slowly but surely kept, like, getting, like, moving over to, like, to the monitor and watching and
I
thought that was cool.
I was gonna say that. I was wondering if you would have noticed that too.
I was like, it starts with the New Day, then the Usos, and then Styles was like joined them, and then like before you knew it, like the entire SmackDown roster.
Yeah,
like,
Nikki Cross was in there. Mustafa Ali was watching, which I thought was really cool.
Oh yeah, Mustafa was there. Yeah,
Mustafa was watching, which I think was I thought that was really really cool that he was there too, kind of like cheering him on. The Usos. I want to say, did was Heavy Machinery there too?
I think so. I think so
too. Those little fuckers.
Oh yeah, I forgot about his little dance. Otis's dance in the Congo line with No Way Jose on Monday popped me.
Oh really?
Yeah, that was fucking hilarious. But the gauntlet match. Let's get to the end. Beats Orton, wins the gauntlet. Kofi's going to WrestleMania, right? And all of a sudden, Vince McMahon's music goes off, and he's like, Kofi, I want to congratulate you, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, what? I'm like, nope, this isn't right. This isn't right. He's going to fuck him over again right now. He's like, Kofi, you won. You won the gauntlet. And you're going to WrestleMania. If you can beat one last guy. And Brian like runs into the ring and starts beating the shit out of Kofi. And then, dude, did you notice the SOS that Kofi hit on Brian, like when he almost lands on his fucking head?
Yeah.
Or when he did land on his head, and Brian was like reaching over, like making sure if he's okay.
Yeah.
was gonna say, like, I thought, like, right when he did that move, Bryan's arm was like immediately on like Kofi. Like, it looked like Bryan like tried to catch his head almost.
Yeah. Yep.
Did he land bad?
Yeah, he like landed like right on the top.
I think it could have been worse. That's for sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think it was, it just, like, fuck. Like, I saw it too, and I was like, oh my god, please no. I was worried about that too, with how much he's been, like, wrestling these gauntlet matches, and he's hard to get, like, his ass kicked. I'm like, God, please don't let him get hurt.
Right, yeah. And I just thought it's little things like that that make me love, like, wrestling sometimes, when they, like, the wrestlers, like, you can tell when they're checking on them. Like, are you shit? Are you okay? You okay? You okay?
Yeah.
Because Bryan was totally checking on him at that moment. And fucking Bryan drills him with that flying knee and beats him, and that crowd was just so pissed. So
Kofi's not going to WrestleMania?
So Kofi's not going to WrestleMania as of right now.
Mm-hmm.
What I don't like about it is, like, what do they do next, though?
I think Jay even tweeted this out, because this is the first thing that popped in my mind, is I think the whole roster is going to go on strike or something next week and, like, protest, like, the whole thing.
Okay.
Because it makes sense.
Yeah, that'd be cool. I didn't even think about that, because I was talking to Bowman, and I was like, he's like, what happens next? And I was like, I was thinking the same thing. I'm like, I don't know what more they can do. I didn't even think about that, like a big strike. So yeah, that'd be. I could see, like, Kevin Owens leading it.
Owens leading it, Miz leading it. Basically, or Styles. Like, it's gonna be like all the baby faces on SmackDown being like, we're not wrestling at WrestleMania until, like, you give what's right to Kofi. And I think what might solidify it is if you see, like, Charlotte and Becky even, like, in it and, like, being like, yeah, we're not doing it.
Yeah, or Taker comes out.
That'd be dope. But also, what I thought would be, like, fucking interesting if it happened, Vince comes out and announces Bryan's opponent, and it's John Cena. And Cena was like, nope, not doing it.
Yeah. Yeah, that'd be cool.
That's what I think would be fucking dope. Like, Cena just being like, yeah, not doing it. It's not my match.
Yeah. Oh, that was, you said Miz. That was another cool thing in Miz's promo, is when he was talking about, like, being held down or something like that, and he even threw out, he's like, and he kind of threw a shot out to Kofi, too.
Mm-hmm.
You remember that? And I was like, damn. Like, and it was real, too. Like, that was real emotion. I was like, damn, that was awesome. Like, that's cool. Like, he legit has the support of people, and people were like...
Well, yeah. He's been in the company for fucking 11 years, and he's never had, like, a chance at, like, the title. Like, has he ever, like, had, like, a world title match that other than, like, an elimination chamber or, like, a multi-man match? Like a singles match?
I don't think so.
I don't think he has either. Like,
I mean, honestly, I just know what are they, the three of them?
New Day?
Yeah, the New Day has always been a joke. Like, they
like a comedy act?
Yeah, they held tag team titles at one point, but for the most part, they're just comic relief, and I've never really seen them compete for anything. But
you never watched them when they were they are the longest rating tag team champions of all time.
But they already had it at that point. It's not like they're, you know what I mean? Yeah, it's different when
they've done everything that they've had to do as a tag team, basically.
I get what you're saying. Like, as of late, though, the last, like, probably, I don't know, 6 or so months, they really have been kind of like the talk show comic relief kind of thing.
Yeah.
After their huge long run where they were putting on fucking incredible matches, fucking.
Oh my god,
night out.
I was gonna say, you started watching, Katie. You started watching, like, right after they started, like, putting on, like, these amazing matches. I mean, shit, the first time we had sex was that Hell in a Cell match with the Usos. What up, baby?
Yeah, but there was hell going on in that cell, huh?
Oh, good God.
Either am I right?
Sure, everybody wants to hear about that.
Podcast high five, baby.
Yeah, remember? Hey, now you know that Kofi laugh where he's just, like, sitting in the chair, like, laughing really weird at Big E, and that up, down, down? That's what I'm doing to Katie right now.
That's funny. I do want to say this. A lot of people are like, so I guess Mustafa Ali was kind of going to be the guy.
Yeah.
And people are, it's like, oh, cool, you know, they had Mustafa Ali and blah, blah. And I'm like, I feel bad for Mustafa Ali, but a lot of wrestlers, I'm sure, will tell him, and even kind of, the smarter wrestling fans will know that, like, how many wrestlers have we seen in the past? I mean, like, say like an Austin Triple H, for example, where they had time, like when Triple H was supposed to win King of the Ring, and he had something bad happen to him, and he's admitted, he goes, you know what, it was actually kind of a good thing because I wasn't ready for that.
Yeah,
it's almost like a weird blessing in disguise, where it's like, hey, Mustafa at least going to be fine.
Well, the original plan was always Kevin Owens. That was the original plan for WrestleMania. And Owens is like, no, we can't do it. We got to get Kofi. Because, like, Owens is smart enough to know that if it was anybody but Kofi in that match, like, the crowd's going to shit on it.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's just, I mean, people want to say Kofi maybe doesn't deserve it, or it's like, oh, it's going to make no sense. It's going to be short-lived, blah, blah. It's like, man, this company, a lot of it, it's all about timing, man. And sometimes you just get some good luck fucking timing, and this is it. This is Kofi's good luck timing. It doesn't matter, like, how long it takes for you to get to that. Like, look at Christian. It took him fucking 17 years. I mean, he's a brony, but...
And even Christian admitted, even though it was short-lived, he got to be world champion. He'll always be known in the record books as a world champion.
Yeah, and he rightfully deserved it. Nobody's going to take away how long he was. They just know, yeah, Christian, he got to be champion, and it was cool. I got to see him win it, and it was emotional. And it's like, it's the same way for Kofi, man. It's like, this is one of these... It's been a long time since something magical like it's just come along like this organically, where you just feel it. You're just like, fuck yeah.
Dude, that crowd... Just imagine if Kofi wins the title at WrestleMania. That crowd pop is going to be one of the loudest crowd pops in wrestling history. Like...
You think so?
I might.
Yes. What do you say?
Oh, definitely. I said I might cry.
I might tear up a little bit, like if Kofi wins. It's been so long.
Dude, if Kofi tears up and like New Day starts to tear up in the ring with him, I'm gonna be like a newborn baby without its milk for hours. I'm gonna be fucking wailing.
And I'm just gonna be laughing at you.
That's fine. Laugh at me all you want. I'm a mark.
I just love how hard like Big E and Xavier have fought for like Kofi to become world champion. Like there's been drive-alongs or ride-alongs and like. And whatever the fucking show's called, but like 24s where like they're on the bus where I think it was Big E was like, yeah, we're on a bus, we're surrounded by a bunch of legends, and that's me and Xavier. And Kofi's like, oh, you guys.
Yeah. Yeah. No, man. Yeah, they're like they're big, like they want that more than they don't care anymore. Like. They don't care if they have wrestled or if they're going to get the tag team champions or they're going to have a Mania match. You know, they legit are just like, no, man, we want this for Kofi, dude. Like more than fucking anything. Like that's like legit their brother. It's just going to be fucking awesome.
And you know what I do on that SmackDown following? If Kofi wins that title, fucking huge celebration for New Day. You end SmackDown with Big E fucking going nuts and turning on Kofi and Xavier. And just destroying them. And then that Superstar shakeups that following week, and you send Bryan over the Raw and have Bryan and fucking Rollins start feuding. Bam. That's how you fix Raw, and bam, that's how you get monster fucking Ciampa heat on SmackDown on Big E.
Oh.
I don't want that.
Yeah. Oh, Katie likes all the negative reactions for wrestling crowds, but that's the one that's going to gut punch her.
No, I just think that...
It can't happen.
I don't think that it can't happen. I just think that it's kind of not a good time.
No, that would be the perfect time.
You got to have the New Day celebrating that title for a good month.
Yeah.
I think you do it right away.
No, I don't think so. I think it's got to be cute, and then they celebrate too much, and then Big E gets upset. You know what I mean?
Now, I think you can't see the turn coming. That's the beauty of a heel turn.
I'm not saying you see the turn coming because they've been so happy for so long. I'm just saying it doesn't make sense in the story for him to be immediately pissed that he won.
I think it does, because it does make sense to where you can make it like, we pushed for you for so long. Why do you think I was pushing for you? Because I know I can beat you. Now I can take my title. Love it.
I just
don't want it to happen. I hate your idea.
I hate your idea. God, can you imagine how pissed people would be?
Your idea is complete garbage.
It would punch me. I don't want it to happen, honestly. It would punch me in the gut if I saw that. But I'd be like, I called it.
I don't want that. I can't have it that soon. I want to have a goddamn Mania where I get some good moments and I feel good for like a week at least before I get goddamn kicked in the nuts again by Vince McMahon. Please. I'm going through a lot these last few months. Just give me my damn Mania.
I just like how I finally found something where Katie was like, oh, no.
Well, I just don't think it makes sense. Like, if you really want to fuck with people. Make him actually happy for Kofi for a minute.
He would be. He'd celebrate at the beginning and then...
Okay, I mean longer than 60 seconds.
That's what she said. At Hell in a Cell.
Shut up, Jim. Oh my god.
Yeah, I think Nope, not even gonna do it.
Don't, because I got some dirt on you.
All right.
All right.
What was that?
I don't know. Trying to talk shit. It's not working.
Yeah, but no, your idea's trash, and they're gonna have a big pancake celebration, and it's gonna be fucking awesome.
Yo, it's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. I can't wait. God, I just it needs to happen.
Nope. Trash.
Trash.
Yeah.
You guys should put money on it or something.
No, we shouldn't, Kate. Jesus.
Yeah, why don't you put money on it?
Yeah, you sure he owes me $100 anyways.
Oh.
Step Brothers. All right. And 205. Watch 205. People. Tony Nese. Cedric Alexander. Holy shit! What a match! Phenomenal match. NXT was tonight. Jim, you gonna watch it?
Yeah, I need to watch. Apparently, well, I saw something on Facebook. I don't know if you want me to announce it now, but
Well, I think I told you about it like a couple weeks ago, but this is gonna air on Friday, our episode, so I think we could talk about it and be all right. But they announced what was gonna happen with the NXT Championship tonight. Triple H came out, the title, and Tommaso Ciampa is no longer the NXT champion because he needs neck surgery, which he underwent a successful neck surgery, so that's good.
What was wrong, did they ever say?
Did they say what was wrong with his neck?
no. I'm gonna imagine it's got to be a fucking one of those. Oh man, I just had it. I can't. Probably something similar to like an Austin or Edge, Lita kind of thing,
Yeah.
The good thing now is that like the therapy and the doctors are obviously more advanced and stuff. So hopefully it's they heal it up back to 100%, and he can wrestle without too many worries because he's an aggressive worker, man. And that's when they have a neck injury, you almost have to kind of lay off of how intense you can be sometimes, and that would just kind of suck for his character. I mean, he'll be fine either way. Don't get me wrong. That's what I'm saying. But hopefully they can just get him back to being Ciampa and comes back fucking on Raw or something. He just beats the piss out of Gargano somewhere, and
He'll take off his neck brace and beat the shit out of him.
Yeah, he'll pull the Shawn Michaels where he hops out of the wheelchair.
Yeah, oh my god, that was awesome. Yeah. I want to watch that now. And then on NXT they announced there was a fatal 5-way, main event of the show. The winner gets to go face Johnny Gargano at NXT TakeOver New York for the NXT Championship in a 2-out-of-3 falls match. And the winner of the match, baby Adam Cole, will face Johnny Gargano at NXT New York TakeOver. And it was also announced tonight that Pete Dunne will face Walter and defend his NXT UK Championship, which I think Walter is gonna fucking murder Pete Dunne.
Yeah.
Who's Walter?
Yeah, remember that big guy that came out at the end of that first NXT UK takeover when Pete Dunne won, and that he came out like wearing like that long trench coat. Walter, big guy.
Kind of.
His theme music's like classical music, like just super classical music.
Looks like an ogre. He's scary.
Yeah. Well, anyway, Pete Dunne's been champion for over 600 days or something like that. Jim?
Did you hear me? Oh yeah, I said yep.
Oh no.
It was just dead silent.
Yeah, it was just dead silent.
I was like, was I supposed to know the answer to that?
I was trying to hear if you were saying something. I said yep. I was like, oh okay. Yep. Got fucking talking a walkie-talkie. Yep, over.
No, it was cordless. But yeah, he's been champion for over 600 days, so I think this is finally where his title reign comes to an end. The only way I see Dunne walking out as champion is if somebody fucks over Walter. It's the only way.
Yeah, which I don't see happening.
Neither do I. And maybe Pete Dunne takes Tommaso Ciampa's spot in the main roster right now since Ciampa's hurt.
Yeah, dude, it'd be awesome. I'd love it.
I actually would be 100% okay with that.
I'm not okay with that.
Ciampa doesn't lose his spot. It just means that another spot is opened up for somebody else.
I just don't like that Ciampa's not wrestling.
Yeah, but it's going to be so good when he comes back and he's a fucking Monday night fucking his music hits on Raw and it's like, oh my fucking God, it's Tommaso Ciampa.
Mm-hmm. And they just restart that Gargano rivalry on the main roster. I'm all for that.
They could loads all over the TV, naked lady.
They could wrestle 100 more times and I wouldn't care.
Oh yeah,
would not care. That's one of the best rivalries of this era, if not the best rivalry of this era.
Definitely.
Love it. Love it.
Go ahead.
Oh, go ahead. Yeah.
Well, I was going to say, what's the North American title match?
Oh, North American title match. Oh, I don't think it's official yet, but I think everybody knows
Riddle?
where it's going.
You said Riddle?
Yeah, I mean, it's not official, but
yeah,
but
that's the way it's going, though.
Everybody knows it. Yeah, it's going to be Matt Riddle versus Velveteen Dream. It's going to be great.
I hope so, man. That's two awesome, just completely different characters.
Mm-hmm. Bro.
You got the flashy, guy, then Riddle's just
bro,
I don't know what. I just kind of want to wrestle you, man.
Bro, I don't like the color purple, bro.
Why you got to turn the lights off, dude? I just want to talk to you.
Bro, I was never a fan of Prince, man. I just like Sublime, bro.
Did you watch his little documentary they did on him?
Yeah, it was awesome.
It was so good.
It was really good.
He's such a cool dude.
He is. He really is.
His daughter looks just like him in a really creepy way.
I'm surprised he does UFC, man. I feel like you got to have somewhat of a mean bone in your body, and maybe he does. Maybe there's a different part of his brain that he's able to tap into. But I feel like 99% of the time he's just the nicest dude in the world. He'd help old ladies cross the street.
Yeah, it's
4 hours straight.
I like when he's when you punch people that hard in the face, man, bad things happen, and I knocked this guy just completely cold, and you can't feel bad about it because that's the sport.
Yeah, but I'm probably gonna send him a Christmas card though, because it's what I do.
Probably send him a Christmas card and some edibles, man.
He's the guy that'll walk the old lady across the street and then beat the shit out of, I don't know, someone who stole her purse or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. He'd chase down the person that stole her purse while carrying her.
Yeah. Give her a piggyback ride.
Yeah. Hop on, Ruth. I got this.
Bro, Ed, hop on my back. I'm the stallion. We gotta go.
But on a serious note though, he's good, man. I think it's gonna. I hope that's the match because I think it'll be entertaining, man. And Velveteen Dream, I mean, he's still fucking good. I feel like he maybe lost a little bit of steam for a couple months, but because he wasn't on that Philly takeover, right?
Yeah, but he won that NXT North American title 2 weeks later, and that crowd pop was insane.
Yeah. So
and he was also on that halftime Heat match, which was fucking nuts.
Oh fuck! Oh my god!
Oh my god!
So good. Yeah, but that takeover that weekend's looking to turn out to be a pretty good show.
Yep. Probably better than WrestleMania.
Probably.
And real quick before we get into our 1, 2, 3 finish here, AEW is holding an open casting call for the Librarian.
So obviously I'm going for it.
I'm going for it. Fuck you.
Corey's going for it.
Yeah, Corey's good. No, fuck Corey. We're not going to tell Corey.
We'll just make him dress up like a girl and be a librarian.
Man. Just have somebody just be like, shh, shut the fuck up. And then, if somebody clotheslines him, he screams at him. I said, shut up.
Shut up.
Stop. Return your books by Friday. And then, bam, Stone Cold Stunner.
Wham, Stunner.
Wham, Stunner. What? Sound like a jackass.
Man.
You should just do Stone Cold Steve Austin. Steven Austin as the librarian.
That's a good idea.
What?
I do got my Stone Cold shirt coming in this Friday.
No, instead I'll be like, like AJ Styles here. I I should be the librarian because I'm phenomenal, and I'm reading a bunch of books saying how flat the Earth is right now. Okay.
Yeah. Can we get the globe out of the library? Earth isn't round; it's flat. People look at a map.
Yeah, don't look at that globe because that globe looks like a soccer ball. And you think we live on a soccer ball? Have you seen it roll? If that Earth rolled, we wouldn't be able. It wouldn't be. It doesn't make sense.
Oh, that just hurts my brain.
If that globe isn't out of here, I'm going to put that globe in a calf crusher, and y'all don't want to see that.
Yeah, I want a phenomenal forearm that globe over there because it just doesn't. It just looks fucking stupid.
If you don't want me to give a fucking phenomenal forearm to that globe, you get that globe out of here.
Get out. Okay, all right. Because this is the library that AJ Styles built.
Yeah.
We're over here burning books.
Jesus.
God. Gee, it far.
Took it a little too far there, Kate.
You guys are talking about stomping out the world.
It's not burning books.
I'm talking about burning Harry Potter.
My God, this isn't.
Oh, because of Quidditch? Because he chased that ball?
1200.
Magic.
People. God.
Hokey pokey. Fuck
You're
you.
fucked up.
I know, because I hang out with you guys.
You're fucked up.
Classic.
I wouldn't be like this if it wasn't for you.
Ric Flair's woo? When you spell out the O's, they actually lay flat on the ground.
Yes, it's more like a we.
Yeah, it's more like a W, all right? And that was AJ Styles as the librarian. All right, let's hit him with that 1, 2, 3 finish to get the fuck out of here.
Want me to go first?
Yeah, just go. I don't care anymore.
Okay, all right. My number 1, Kofi Mania. Still have the faith. Still believe.
Kofi.
Is that a song?
Kofi.
I don't know. Yeah, Kofi Mania all the way. It's probably my favorite thing going right now. Number 2, my number 2 is Seth Rollins. He's gonna burn it down. Even though they don't seem to be doing too well with him, he's still the fucking man. He's still somehow carrying this and making it important. And my number 3, surprisingly for the first time in weeks, I will not be mentioning Becky Lynch as the man. My number 3 is more of a constructive criticism. Get your shit together, Monday Night Raw.
No shit.
Fucking 3 weeks to Mania, and you're doing filler shows. Knock it off. Keep it simple. Get pucks deep, pucks on net. Keep it simple.
Get to the dirty areas. Let's go.
Not that hard. Let's go, boys.
My 1, 2, 3. I don't even know.
God damn it. It's an Earl Hebner count.
I know. I'm never prepared for these. I always get surprised. I will say one thing. This will count as my 1, 2, 3. It's just going to be one thing, though. Have you guys seen those videos with people throwing cheese on their animals?
That has nothing to do with wrestling.
No, it doesn't, but it's really fucking funny. Jim, have you seen those?
Yeah, it's like 4 weeks old.
I just discovered it.
But it's old cheese.
Can you throw it on your dog? Take a video for me?
One at him the other day and he caught it. Kind of.
So it's not as cool. Okay, for real, 1, 2, 3. We're sitting here watching the best of Shawn Michaels, and I've seen his butt like 4 times, so that's good. Wait, what?
He's got a great ass.
He does.
Yep.
He does a little sexy dance with it, and then his pants come down. Love it. So 1, 2. Love that are they letting Becky wrestle in WrestleMania?
Yes.
Yeah, I like that. So they actually are letting her do it. I mean, I don't know. They tease her not doing it for a minute.
Such a mark. For somebody who somebody talks so much shit, like obviously they're gonna do it. That's the one story you bought into.
Yeah, they're not obviously gonna do it. And
stupid shit.
Okay, I'll say Kofi Mania.
Oh, the Kofi Mania. I gotta save it. I gotta save my third one. I gotta save it now because I realized how big of a mark I look like.
God.
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, shut up.
No, the other person telling the 1, 2, 3 right now.
Are you talking about yourself?
Shit. Jesus.
Are they gonna let Becky wrestle? Jesus.
Jim, you just fucking wait. Just fucking wait. Wait till AEW becomes a thing, and I will be right. And I will be right, and you guys will be wrong about everything.
Just wait till I'm healthy again, and I'm knocking at the door, and you open it, and you're like, "Fuck, it's Stoutsy."
Like, I haven't seen your face in 6 months, and I'm so happy about it.
Shitbag, how you doing?
Dude, if I see your face, I'll probably just cry.
That was out of nowhere. Yeah, I know.
Be like,
Shitbag!
oh, shut up.
I told like 4 or 5 girls that, not like pray, but I was just like, you guys are probably gonna like, are you feeling better? I'm like, actually, I have been getting a little bit better. It's like, oh my god. I'm like, you guys are gonna like break down in tears when you see me. They're like, yeah, probably. I'm like, yeah, pussies.
But when that first girl touches Jim's body, he's gonna come in his pants.
Oh, I see ya, boy.
See you, boys.
I gotta go to the bathroom. It's like, Jim, I thought you were feeling better. You don't gotta poop. No, I'm just coming everywhere.
It's like scary movie.
Yeah. That's exactly what it is.
Oh, shit.
Oh, God.
That'll be your hell in a cell. But anyway, so... my number one, Kurt Angle, Baron Corbin, has to be a fucking swerve. Has to be a swerve. Let's go, Cena. Let's go, Cena. On Raw, the crowd was chanting, "We want Cena."
Yeah,
When's the last time you heard that chant? Without a Cena sucks.
Never.
We heard a "We want Cena" chant, just repeated.
Hey,
I've never heard that.
I don't mean to cut off your 1, 2, 3, but you know it'd be cool at Mania
If John Cena wrestles
if it's
Kurt Angle.
Cena Angle, the chant needs to be, "Let's go Cena, Angle sucks," because you suck for Angle.
Yeah.
That'd be kind of, if that happened, that'd be kind of cool.
That would be cool. Let's go Cena, sexy Kurt.
I like that.
I like it too. I like it. My number 2.
You do this every week.
You
do one, 2, 3.
Are they gonna let Becky wrestle?
Add it.
Gotcha. My number 2. Why didn't they put this on Raw? Dean Ambrose ran out at the end of when Raw went off the air last week and helped out Seth.
Yeah.
Just put it on TV, but whatever.
That ties into fucking shit together, Raw.
Yeah, but shout out Uncle Dino. I mean, that guy's popularity and him being over is like 100% back. Like 2 weeks before he's gonna quit WWE. So, kind of hoping they re-sign him.
Or he goes to AEW.
Just get off the AEW shit, Katie.
I'm calling it. I told you.
I'm calling it. And my number 3, shout out to the Young Bucks for just showing up at that AAA show, beating the Lucha Bros, and claiming their the AAA tag team titles. I think it's the AAA tag team titles, but they won the titles that Lucha Bros had, who they're facing at Double or Nothing. So
very nice.
Yeah. So shout out to the young and Bucks. And also shout out SCU because they were fucking hilarious on BT this past week. Yeah, and anyway, that's my 1, 2, 3 finish. All right, cool. Another dead air. All right. Well, anyway, you can follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Periscope whenever Jim returns to the cockpit at Offended Pod. You can follow PWP Nation at PWP Nation on all social media platforms as well. You can go buy our t-shirt at www.prowrestlingtees.com and search Offended. I almost gave like the old like...
I thought you were about to.
I know. I was like, uh-oh. Nope. Don't do that. Make sure to go listen to Offended, our regular podcast. Corey's not on this week, so you can listen to it. We count down our top 10 sports movies. I did 20, but Jim did 10. Yeah, just go listen to it. It's on Spotify, iHeartRadio, and Apple Podcasts, wherever you get your podcasts. If you like music, go on Spotify and listen to our Songs of the Week playlist called Offended Presents Songs of the Week. And on April 27th in Freehold, New Jersey, it's the 80s Wrestling Con that takes place at iPlay America. Over 20 80s wrestling superstars will be appearing, including Jake the Snake Roberts, Ricky the Dragon Steamboat, Brother Love, Wendy Richter, and more. Follow at 80s Wrestling Picks for more information on Twitter and visit 80swrestlingcon.com. And you can follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat at Trick1042. You can follow Katie Naked Lady, who has a Twitter handle now.
I have a Twitter twatter.
What do you remember what it is?
The letters KT underscore.
At KT.
Fuck. At the letters KT underscore naked lady.
Wow.
Got it.
And
Nice.
you follow Stoutsy at.
Jimmy James 9417 on the Twatter and the Insta, and James V Stout on the old Snapperoo.
The old Snapperoo. And gotta shout out our Twitter followers this past week because they were entertaining the fuck out of me with those gifs on how they felt about Baron Corbin being announced as Angle's opponent at WrestleMania.
Those are good.
Dude, we have close to 200 replies on that, and it's hilarious.
That was awesome.
Fucking hilarious.
The gifts that keep on giving.
They are. They really are.
I like that.
It's like the Nikki Bella thing all over again.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it. Well, anyway, ladies and gentlemen, hopefully Raw is better next week.
Thank you.
It won't be.
But I will say, SmackDown Kofi, that's the best ass mouth. That's the best story being told right now, is the Kofi story, and I'm like, I want to watch SmackDown now. I don't want to wait until next Tuesday to watch it.
Yep, that's exactly how I felt.
Yep. Anyway. Any Hoosers, go listen to Offended. We'll see you assholes next week. This has been the weekly wrestling wrap-up by Offended, presented by PWP Nation. Fred, KDK, Naked Lady, Stoutsy, and Trekkie. This has been weekly wrestling wrap-up.
Bye, you fucking marks.
See ya.
Bye.